Don't forget, Zay, you have the game, and not to not play this one, but don't forget that it's on you, the other league, Florida State. I have a bye. You and Andres were the only people who had games. So let me go get some water. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna play my Navy game in like a minute. I'll go get water.
A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Boston College is headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. This is a guy that they have high hopes for this season at the wide receiver position. Wants to adjust the pattern. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the...
Yeah, I'm already rolling. Streams live. Who did? Oh, really? That's terrible.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough.
Oh,
They
they want me to
stop
go
him
for
4
it.
yards
My
short of the
own
marker.
40. And my own Fuji.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down.
I'm going to Texas, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle?
Oh, my God.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room.
No, he's going to fix him.
He's at the 40. The 20. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. They're on the board first here in the season opener. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Midshipman will get things going here.
They basically take 6 minutes, picked me off, and took it all the way back to the 2-yard line.
You just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the heat, trying to set up the screen. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet
Neither
moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash.
No.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout.
And I had it perfect in the middle. The only reason I missed it was because I pushed it too far on the left.
Do it again on this one. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Addison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're both still.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative play.
Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. And here comes the Navy offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Running inside. It's Addison. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time. Winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation. Third and forever. Great job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boston College will send out the punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Oh, get the fucking play. Holy crap.
Back to pass. Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh my gosh.
Just have not
Play
seen
this
this
a rush.
offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires left. Finds his man. It's right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Boston College right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball is loose.
No, why did you do a hop, skip, and a
He
jump,
almost
you
popped out of
motherfucker?
there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Still have a chance. What's your score?
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got a man in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, it's Warner. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lynn.
Ooh.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's reeled in. It's Lynn. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Addison.
No, I got shit.
Spins away from one. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Dropping back, it's Warner. Under fire. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
This is so loud.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'm down 7-0.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They didn't get a push at all
The
on
third
that
quarter
one. It'll be no
minute.
gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're
So
down on the
much
scoreboard
defense.
right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat.
No.
And down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The sure hands, it's right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Addison. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short.
No!
There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Still 7-0.
Not much much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's
don't hit him in the
defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground.
Oh my God, 4th and 15. Do I go
And you got
for
to
it?
expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle.
Oh, I got it. Oh
He's
my
brought
gosh.
down, but not
Oh
before
my
he
gosh.
picks up the first down on a
Oh my
gutsy
gosh.
call to keep this
Oh my
drive
gosh.
alive.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the
Oh
move.
my gosh.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Cruz. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
No
And he
way.
can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
No.
Intercepted.
Why doesn't my
Big play
guy even
stops the
fucking
drive.
jump for that?
And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Reads it, fires complete.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The run inside. It's Addison. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they used their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it.
That's terrible. Neither could they. It was 0-0. They only picked me off and ran it back.